Welcome back to Longevity Unlocked. I'm your host, Nurse Sherrie, registered nurse, longevity lifestyle strategist, and founder of the Longevity Unlocked movement. Today is a special episode because we are anchoring everything we've talked about into one clear, sustainable, science backed roadmap for high achieving women who want to reclaim their energy, mental clarity, metabolic health, and confidence without burnout or obsession. This is my signature necessary framework, a 5 pillar system to help you live longer, live better, and step fully into the highest expression of your leadership, your lifestyle, and your longevity. Let's get into it. Let's talk about why this framework matters. Most women are operating on overdrive, pouring out, performing, producing, and ignoring the body systems that actually fuel sustainable success. Longevity is not about living forever. It's about living well with energy, focus, mobility, and joy for as long as possible. The necessary framework is how we do that. Let's dive into why this framework is necessary for a longevity lifestyle. One, N, nutrition. This is not about dieting. This is about cellular nourishment. Your mitochondria, the energy engines of your cells, thrive when we reduce chronic inflammation and increase nutrient density. Key principles here: eat foods that come from the earth, not a factory. Focus on protein, fiber, greens, and healthy fats. Reduce sugar to lower inflammation, insulin resistance, and midsection weight gain. One simple action: add one anti inflammatory meal per day. Let's start that today. E for exercise, physical movement. Movement is your youth preservation system. After age 35, we lose 3 to 8% muscle each decade unless we train intentionally. Strength training does boost metabolism, improve insulin sensitivity, build joint stability, keep you mobile and independent later in life. One simple strategy: strength train 2 to 3 times per week. Use progressive overload, not heavier every day, just slightly more over time. One thing that I'm doing right now is because I switched to night shift and I noticed that it's going against my circadian rhythm and disrupting my sleep, is that I'm working out, doing strength training 4 times a week, but I split it up. So I'll do upper body 2 days a week and lower body 2 days a week. So I'm getting my strength training in, and that gym time before bedtime actually works to my advantage. Where normally when I worked out at night, because I worked all day, it would keep me up. This actually puts me to sleep. So it's helping my circadian rhythm. Three, the first S is sleep. Sleep is not optional, it's a biological requirement, especially for the brain. Deep sleep is where physical repair happens. REM sleep is where your brain organizes, processes, and regulates. When sleep is disrupted, appetite hormones shift, cortisol rises, mood destabilizes, decision making suffers. Here's one simple action: create a wind down routine. No screens 60 minutes before bed. This alone changes everything. And it really does. I noticed the difference when the first week when I went back to nights and I wasn't getting any rest. My cortisol was high. I was hungry for no apparent reason. I knew what it was coming from, so I was able to course correct effectively. But it's these tweaks that add to your longevity lifestyle. It's just having that correct system in place to help you. The second S is stress, mindset, nervous system regulation. Stress is not the problem. Unregulated stress is. Your nervous system controls digestion, weight, hormones, energy, and emotional resilience. If the body doesn't feel safe, it won't heal. One simple action: 3 minutes of daily breath work or guided stillness. Start the day with peace before productivity. The last S is social connection, community. One of the strongest predictors of longevity isn't genetics, it's connection, community, sisterhood, belonging. Isolation increases inflammation, depression risk, and cognitive decline. Healing happens in relationships, not in isolation. And especially during this holiday season, That is so prevalent because holidays can be a really sad time for people who don't have community or who have lost loved ones during the holiday season. And that's why it's important, because if you have had a significant loss during the holiday season, having that community, having that social connection, having those relationships there to help bolster you and keep your mindset up and keep your mood up during the holidays is so important. This is why I created Longevity Unlocked Collective, because we are not designed to do this alone. When we align these 5 pillars: nutrition, movement, sleep, stress regulation, and social connection, we don't just add years to life, we add life to your years. Your energy returns, your clarity sharpens, your body responds, your spirit rises, because your life force is no longer leaking from overwhelm, exhaustion, and survival mode. This is the longevity lifestyle. If today's episode spoke to you, here are your next steps. 1. Join the Longevity Unlocked Collective. This is where we implement together group coaching, accountability, community, and lifestyle transformation in real time. 2. Get the ebook, Longevity Unlocked, The Genesis. This is your full guide to the necessary framework with journal prompts and habit trackers to start immediately. 3. Get on the wait list for the next Longevity Advantage Live workshop. 4, and if you want to work with me today, get personalized coaching, strategy, and your next steps, book a longevity strategy call with me. All links are in the show notes. Thank you for choosing yourself. Thank you for choosing longevity with intention. I'll see you inside the collective, the workshop, or back here for our next episode of Longevity Unlocked. Until then, remember, longevity is not a destination, it's a lifestyle.